Hello everyone, and in today's video I'm going over why the next Mass Effect game could be covering another First Contact war and why it's important for the galaxy going forward.
Lockhart QT.
For all you newer players to the Mass Effect universe and series, the First Contact War initially took place in 2157. The First Contact War, referred to as the Relay 314 incident by the Turians, was a small 3-month conflict between the Human Alliance and the Turian hierarchy. This all started when the humans first discovered the Chiron Relay, or Chiron Relay, not really too sure how you pronounce that, but hey ho. Humans then began a rapid expansion thanks to their newfound connection to the mass relay network after discovering them for the first time, hoping to expand their territory into the stars and galaxy, but instead almost started a massive war with the Turians. Luckily this didn't last that long. So, why the brief history lesson? Well, the ending of Mass Effect 3 certainly puts the galaxy in an interesting position, and by the way, this video does cover spoilers for both Mass Effect Andromeda and Mass Effect 3's ending, so if you don't want spoilers there, leave the video, maybe play those games and come back. For the rest of this video, we'll be assuming that the perfect destroy ending for Mass Effect 3 is canon, as this is the only ending that you can get the Shepard alive post-credit scene in. This is also assuming that the next game is set 3 to 10 years after Mass Effect 3 and not during Andromeda's timeline. The question is, could we be facing another First Contact war in the next Mass Effect game, whether it be Mass Effect 5 or Mass Effect 4? Speculation could be that in the next game we could be meeting a whole brand new species for the first time and could find ourselves in another war for territory, relays and resources. So, what do we know so far? In Mass Effect 3's perfect destroy ending, Shepard sacrifices their own life to destroy the Reapers, Collectors and all synthetic life in the galaxy. Most comms equipment and other technology was also brought down by the blast from the relays and the catalyst. And from the evidence in the revealed trailer all the way back from 2020, N7 Day 2021 and N7 Day 2022, all of these teasers put together from the past 2-3 years, we also know that Liara is returning, as obviously we've seen her both in the trailer and heard her in the secret transmission footage. And the game will feature a galactic council, as Liara basically states it in this video, dead Geth as we see them on the poster lying on the floor on the crater that's sort of shaped like a Geth's head, and a new possible mass relay. Now, I've discussed this in previous vids in the past, but this relay really looks man-made. It looks a lot different from the past designs of the original trilogy and Andromeda. Also, the colour scheming looks almost Cerberus-like, so in the next game could we once again be fighting Cerberus? As at the end of the day you can't really kill an idea, so as long as one Cerberus member is still alive they can still spread throughout the galaxy. That aside for a second, what if the story of the next trilogy, being Mass Effect for example 4, 5 and 6, was a new crew or the remnants of the Normandy SR2 crew from Mass Effect 3 helping to gain order in a new galaxy with different factions fighting for control of the galaxy? Because as I said earlier, the ending of Mass Effect 3's Perfect Destroy, canon ending, which we're going to say it is for now, basically put the galaxy in a lot of turmoil as most synthetic life and comm systems have gone down completely, leaving planets vulnerable and civilizations as well. What if the Paragon Renegade system came back, as it was weirdly absent in Mass Effect Andromeda and played such a key role in the original trilogy? What if the system came back and played a part in the new trilogy as well? For example, Paragon players could help the Council regain order, fighting with both the Council, the Citadel, as well as the Alliance, fighting Cerberus or a brand new alien race in another First Contact war, whilst Renegade players could maybe be fighting with Omega, Cerberus or a new alien race for their own agendas, being rather a more evil take on it, for example. Lastly, I'd like to bring the Jardan into the equation. For all of you who didn't play Andromeda, basically I'll give you a rundown now. The Jardan are a mysterious alien race native to the Helios cluster of the Andromeda galaxy, and we hear about them all the way through Andromeda's story. They are responsible for creating both the remnant machines scattered about the different open world areas and the Angara, who we actually meet in a First Contact scenario in Mass Effect Andromeda, which doesn't go well, but we end up basically brokering peace with the Angarans and even having Jarl, who is a Angaran squad mate and can be romanceable in Andromeda. Nothing so far is certain about the Angarans as well as the Jardan's history, save that their technology is several orders of magnitude more sophisticated than both the Initiative's technology as well as the Council races from the Milky Way galaxy in the original trilogy. The Jardan were able to create an interlinked cluster-wide planetary network, a feat of engineering beyond the logistics or budget of any known species, except perhaps, I guess, the Protheans and the Reapers. However, after some kind of conflict centuries prior to the Initiative's arrival in Mass Effect Andromeda's galaxy, a weapon was detonated on the Jardan space station. I'm going to try my best to pronounce this, the Kitasara. This basically caused the Scourge to spread throughout Helios. After this catastrophic event, the Jardan sent the holosphere world Meridian, which we actually go to near the end of Andromeda, adrift, and then left the Helios cluster, and which they have not returned thus to the Andromeda galaxy. I reckon that this story would have been given more context if Andromeda had sequels, but we all know how that panned out. But what if, to bridge the gap between Mass Effect 3 and Mass Effect Andromeda, we actually play as a protagonist, whether it be Shepard or an entirely new character, 3 to 10 years after Mass Effect's ending, and we actually meet the original Jardan, causing the first contact war again with the Jardan in the Milky Way galaxy that then somehow spreads over to the Andromeda galaxy. This could explain, for example, how they get to the Andromeda galaxy, and maybe, for example, in the new trilogy that we are creating, for example, Mass Effect 4, 5, 6, whatever it may be, we actually defeat the Jardan, causing them to retreat to Andromeda. For example, we already know Andromeda will be connected or featured in some way through teasers in the reveal trailer and actual hints from BioWare devs, as a few BioWare devs have already stated that the hints in the reveal trailer all the way back from the Game Awards 2020, they put those in there for a reason, and I feel like they wouldn't have teased Andromeda if it wasn't featured in some way. Anyway guys, that's it for the video today. Tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think? Do you think we'll be fighting Cerberus? Do you think we'll be fighting, I don't know, Leviathan? Or do you think we'll be fighting a brand new alien race in another First Contact war? Could it be the Jardan or a completely brand new alien race? Tell me in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.